This girl was about to get married soon, so she happily went to the store to pick up the customized wedding rings, unaware that her fiancé was getting intimate with another woman at their newly decorated marital home. Mai Li took the rings, booked the honeymoon trip, and messaged her fiancé, Yu Zhu, that she wanted to have dinner together that evening. It was precisely at this time that Yu Zhu, in between kissing his mistress, replied to the message, lying that he was still working overtime and didn't forget to attach a sentence expressing his love. Next time, while tidying up the new house, Mai Li was on the phone with her mother. Mai Li had initially only wanted to register the marriage, but because Yu Zhu's mother insisted on a formal wedding reception at a restaurant, she complained that the wedding expenses would have been better used for the new house costs. Her mother reminded Mai Li to be reasonable and not to scold Yu Zhu for paying the entire rent for the new house, so as not to hurt his self-esteem. Mai Li had inherited her mother's character since childhood. She was a rare, virtuous wife and mother in this day and age. But just as she finished speaking, a woman's earring suddenly touched her foot, and an immediate bad feeling struck Mai Li. After hanging up, Mai Li found a long strand of hair on the bedroom bed that was clearly not hers. Yu Zhu had already moved into the marital home alone, while Mai Li was still living at the old place. This clear evidence directly showed that Yu Zhu had another woman. Mai Li confronted Yu Zhu, placing the earring in front of him and demanding an explanation. Yu Zhu lied, claiming that colleagues had visited the marital home together during a company team-building event, and a female colleague had carelessly dropped the earring. Mai Li immediately looked up the social media accounts of several of Yu Zhu's colleagues. On the day of Yu Zhu's supposed team building, everyone was busy with their own work, which only proved that Yu Zhu and the female colleague had gone on a date alone. Following this, she even found a photo of the female colleague wearing the earring. She threatened that if Yu Zhu still wouldn't confess, she would go to his company and stage a scene of the real wife catching the third party. Frightened, Yu Zhu confessed to the illicit affair with the female colleague. But he shamelessly began to make excuses, first saying work was exhausting, then claiming Mai Li always nagged him about the wedding, so he vented his anger this way. To atone, he slapped himself, using the reasoning that since they were already registered, the wedding hall booked, and the new house deposit paid, if they broke up, Mai Li would be a divorced woman who hadn't even had a wedding. He urged Mai Li to consider the consequences and forgive him this once. Before he finished, the female colleague suddenly sent him a beautiful picture of herself in sexy lingerie. Mai Li noticed his strange behavior and insisted on checking his mobile phone. A struggle to snatch the phone began between the two. To destroy the evidence, Yu Zhu threw the phone onto the floor and loudly stomped on it. Mai Li quickly tried to retrieve it but was accidentally kicked in the process. At that moment, Mai Li was heartbroken. Despite 5 years together, Yu Zhu had shown her very little care. Even if she forced the marriage, a divorce would happen later anyway. It was better to end the relationship quickly. Before leaving, she splashed coffee on Yu Zhu's face as punishment. A month later, the two filed for divorce. Mai Li didn't want her mother to worry, so she asked Yu Zhu to tell her mother the same lie, that the wedding was postponed due to Yu Zhu's work commitments, and she would slowly confess everything to her mother later. Yu Zhu, ready to go on a date with his new girlfriend, heartlessly handed her the divorce agreement and told her to submit it when the time came. Mai Li quietly cancelled the booked wedding venue, honeymoon schedule, and wedding dress rental. When all was done, a wave of sadness washed over her. She went to play baseball alone to vent her frustration, vowing to forget the past and live well. On the day she was supposed to submit the divorce agreement, the police suddenly arrived at her house. Mai Li then learned that her marital home was the victim of a full rental scam. The landlord, while abroad, had entrusted the house to a real estate company. Without the agency boss's knowledge, an employee had posed as the landlord and signed the contract with Mai Li. The police told Mai Li to vacate the house for the time being, or the landlord would press charges against her for illegal occupancy. Mai Li immediately called Yu Zhu. The man had an uncle who worked in the prosecution office, and Mai Li hoped he would help her recover the 300 million Korean won. However, Yu Zhu's new girlfriend didn't like her calling him, so the heartless Yu Zhu told Mai Li that it was opportunistic for an ex-lover like her to contact him suddenly, that they had no relationship anymore and she should solve the problem herself. Helpless, Mai Li tried to drown her sorrows in alcohol. Meanwhile, her mother called, wanting to send over some food she had prepared for their relatives. Mai Li, suppressing her tears and sobs, hid the entire bad situation from her mother. As she was walking home drunk, she stumbled and collided with a car parked by the roadside, falling to the ground. The man in the car got out, helped her up, and offered to take her to the hospital. Mai Li waved her hand, indicating she was fine. The man then saved his phone number on Mai Li's mobile, reminding her to contact him to reimburse her medical expenses. Mai Li saw the name Kim Woo-ju saved by the man and mistakenly thought he was her ex-fiancé, Yoo-ju, as the names are similar in Korean. She grabbed onto Woo-ju and vented all her pent-up anger. Woo-ju was stunned by this unexpected behavior and quickly got back into his car. Mai Li also got into the car, refusing to get out under any circumstances. The two argued in the car for a long time. Then Woo-ju got Mai Li out of the car, but Mai Li quickly ran after Kim Woo-ju, jumping onto his back, covering his eyes, and cursing him. Woo-ju painfully shook Mai Li off, but Mai Li, unable to stand, sat down on a thorny cactus. Crying, Mai Li confessed that her ex-fiancé had cheated on her and that she couldn't tell her mother because she didn't want her to worry. Simultaneously, due to the pain, she asked Woo-ju for help. Woo-ju had a doctor friend treat Mai Li's injury, and then responsibly drove Mai Li home. Mai Li only had to kneel on the front passenger seat, which caused her nausea, so Woo-ju stopped the car on a bridge to let Mai Li get out and rest for a while. Mai Li sighed, watching the sunrise in the sky. Even when her life was in crisis, the sun would rise as usual. Maybe there was always a way forward in life. As they parted, Woo-ju reminded Mai Li that she should go to the hospital to check if she had injured her hand when she fell. Mai Li apologized for causing Woo-ju so much trouble and offered to transfer the travel and medical expenses. Woo-ju drove away quickly without replying. The unfortunate Mai Li returned home, lay down, and fell asleep. A phone call woke her up. The other party claimed to be a staff member of the Merry department store and congratulated her on winning a prize. Mai Li thought it was a scam call, but after the other party reminded her, she suddenly remembered that 2 months ago, when she went to pick up the ring, the department store's mascot had given her a lottery coupon to win a villa worth 50 billion Korean won. She had just written her name and phone number for fun, folded the coupon, and dropped it into the box. In fact, the department store had already decided on the winner, the mayor's wife's nephew. The company representative had hidden the folded lottery coupon in their sleeve, ready to swap it out when pretending to draw a coupon from the lottery box. However, unexpectedly, as the representative symbolically grabbed a coupon from the lottery box, the hidden coupon accidentally fell into the box. Their face turned pale, and they frantically searched for the folded coupon with their hand. When they finally found it, they were surprised to see that the one they held was not the predetermined coupon at all. The representative didn't dare to publicly cheat in front of everyone, so they had to announce Mai Li's name. Mai Li never imagined such great luck would befall her. According to the rules, the winner had to be a newlywed couple without a house and had to submit their marriage certificate along with other documents. She was happy that she hadn't submitted the divorce agreement yet, so she quickly submitted all the necessary documents. The department store secretary confirmed that Mai Li and Yoo-ju were a newlywed couple married for 5 months and had no house in their names. All conditions were met for winning the prize. The only issue was that the male party could not attend the award ceremony. The representative, looking for ways to disqualify Mai Li, immediately instructed the addition of an extra rule upon learning the male party couldn't attend. The secretary called Mai Li, informing her that if any winner was caught committing fraud, their winning eligibility would be revoked, and they would bear legal liability. Furthermore, both husband and wife must attend the award ceremony together. Mai Li didn't want to miss this easy opportunity. She called her ex-fiancé for help, but Yoo-ju was displeased about being disturbed during his personal time, so he simply blocked her. As Mai Li was intensely searching for a solution, she suddenly received a message from Woo-ju. He was asking if she had gone to the hospital to check her hand. An idea popped into Mai Li's head. Woo Ju and her ex-fiancé Yoo Ju had similar sounding names in Korean and looked somewhat alike. Perhaps she could trick her way through. She quickly found Woo Ju and asked him if he was married. After receiving a negative answer, she quickly made a request. This episode ends here. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the video for the next episode.